here we got the newest victim for my dodginess. I think it's a 13 kx450f. I'll have to check that. 29 hours on it apparently. I don't believe that. But she's got some nice blingy bits on it. Something's going on with this tyre that I've noticed. Be clean. It's got some scratches on it here. Not sure if they're the right tanks. I've never messed with one of these things before. Apparently it's fuel injected. I guess there's something up in there. Everything's tucked away. But I got carried away. Started playing with this thing already. Not too much. What's it got? It's got all these cool bits. They flick back. Probably gonna take these bar risers off. Not sure about them. I think that says Kawasaki. It's got the Red Bull can on there, ready to roll. I saw a video of this thing running and it had a tapping, rattling noise going on it. It sounded like top end or timing chain, kind of a rattle. Didn't really sound like a rod or piston slap. I haven't tried to start it. The motor turns over. The seller had already drained the oil out of it. And I did a bit of research, and apparently everyone puts the oil filters in the wrong way. And I already took this out because I wanted to see what was going on, or at least just check if it was something easy. But if it is in the wrong way and it's buggered the top end, that's a bit of a problem. So I pulled this off already and notice there's a broken bit. I don't know if they've changed the oil filter and then they dropped it. But the O-ring was actually on there. It's right there. If I just put that back on there. Because I already took it off, but where that bit's chipped off, like that, is how the O-ring, and there was nothing, I already looked in there, I couldn't find a bit of steel in there, but that looks super weird, how it's broken off like perfect with how it's chipped off. See what's going on? So unless that just got worn away from the oil, well actually, hopefully all that seal hasn't gone in these little holes. So that's the first thing that I noticed. And I need to look at which way this oil filter goes. But if I can get it out. Come here. Pull a screwdriver. And I did clean down in there before, there was a lot of black crap in there, which I think black crap in your oils, aluminum. And it's got the seal, so that seal was facing inwards on that with the hole, and you can see the little dents, see the dents on the seal there? So they were going on that, and then that was pushing on that. But this thing, flip that O-ring off there, get out of there. To me, like, that should go like that. Is that not right? And then that will go into the bike. I'll have to Google how it goes, but maybe this is why people put them in the wrong way. Maybe it, like that's sealed. It looks like it should seal on that, and it goes in there. And obviously oil goes through here or through there. Either way, it goes somewhere. But that looks like it should go on like that. And then you put the whole thing in. If you just put that fucking like that, seems a little bit shit to me. So I'll find out which way it's actually supposed to go. Because is this what you're supposed to do when you change your filter? Flick it out with a fucking screwdriver? Come here. That doesn't seem very good to me. So I think that filter's the wrong way. Yeah. Oh, now the fucking spring's in there. That seems a bit shitty. I reckon that goes in there. And then I reckon that's supposed to go in there. And then the whole fucking thing goes in there. And then you just pull it out. We'll see who's right, but I reckon that, putting it that way is a lot better, but maybe that's why people put them in the wrong way. But surely that's how it actually goes in. In which case, how could you fuck that up and put that in there and then fucking just jam that on the top? It's ridiculous. So I'll have a look anyway. Where's my... Right, so I dropped the camera. I went down the shop and got one of these because it's green and it's a Kawasaki. Figured that out. It's so shiny. I got some O-rings, which are not the right ones, and I don't think they're gonna work. But it's all I could get. That O-ring's a lot smaller. So I'll check my O-ring kits and I'll try and find... I could probably use that one if I just glued the ends back together. We'll see. So I'll find out which way the filter's supposed to go, and then we'll see that, you know, I would think that the top end's starved of oil and then she'd probably be a bit rattly, in which case I might have to go and have a look up there, or maybe chuck some thicker oil in it. Could fix it for a while if it's not too bad. Apparently it's got hot cams. I googled it, and that bit goes on that bit, and then you chuck it in the bike, so the filter was backwards. I found a O-ring that's slightly the wrong size for there. I'm just using one of the old ones, but new filter. I'll lube them up and chuck it in, and then we'll see what it sounds like.